Guys, there are spoilers for this film in this review, so if you wish to not be terrified, go out, watch the film, then come back. You've been warned.
Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your host, Thornton. So yeah, this is going to be a great time.
Hey guys, welcome back to Ticket Tuesday. I'm Tom HD, and this week we watched Damien Leone's Terrifier 3, the third installment in the Terrifier franchise, and Art the Clown is back in this trilogy topper, in which I believe was... I'm kind of on the fence about it. I mean, I wasn't that impressed by it. I liked the second one a little bit, not a little bit, I liked it quite a bit more. I don't know, I'm kind of split. Right now, I think it's alright, but maybe when I get to the house, I'll feel different. But right now, I think it was just okay. But before I go on a whole tangent, well, I thought I was kind of on the fence about this film. I'll tell you why, and more. Back at the house.
Looking forward to the best Christmas ever, filled with fun, smiles, and laughter.
Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Take It Tuesday. I'm Tom HD, and this week we watched Terrifier 3, a film by Damien Leone. It is the third installment in the Terrifier franchise, starring David Howard Thornton, Lauren Lavera, and Samantha Scafidi. I apologize if I butchered that name, because I probably did. And this film is a extreme cinema horror slasher film. Now, I will say, I watched Terrifier 2 when it first came out 2 years ago. I really liked it. I'd never seen Terrifier 1. I had never even really heard of the Terrifier franchise. I mean, I'd seen, like, pictures of art and stuff here and there, but I'd never really gotten into Terrifier or any of the other things that art is in. So it was my introduction to the franchise, and it was bonkers. It was really fun. It was ridiculous. It was all the adjectives you can think of, right? So I was very excited at the prospect of a sequel after Terrifier 2 did so well. And the same is going with this movie. This movie's doing really well, too, even better than Terrifier 2. And this one takes place during Christmas, so, you know, Merry Christmas, guys. It's the middle of October, but Merry fucking Christmas. You know, you're gonna hear Mariah Carey all 3 months until December. Let's go. But, anyway. Yeah, this film, I really think it is good. While I enjoyed it, I was entertained, I don't think I liked it as much as Terrifier 2. Now, obviously, this film is kind of going for a different vibe. It's more serious, for as serious as a movie as this can be, anyway, than Terrifier 2. Because Terrifier 2, I feel like, didn't really take itself seriously at all, very much. You know, I think Terrifier 2 was honestly just a whole vibe. You know, it had a vibe to it where you could just point at it and laugh and look at the stupid, like, ridiculous gore and all the stupid, like, over-the-top nonsense. This movie, I mean, obviously, there were funny bits here and there, but it was more lore, there was more story, there was more, you know, like, reconnecting with the characters from the last movie, this and that. And obviously, this film did have all that. Like, you know, the blood and the gore and the lovely stuff like that and all that. But, I do think in the case, I do think it was on the level of the gore. Like, the gore may have looked even better than Terrifier 2, but I do think it didn't go as over the top. Because obviously there was, like, a scene in the second movie where, like, he was, like, just chopping this girl up, and then he fucking, like, he walked away looking like he was done, and then he came back with salt and started rubbing salt on her giant, like, opened up back, and it was so fucking stupid. And he, like, hacked her up with a knife or something, and then, like, she was literally pretty much just, like Swiss cheese. Like, she had, like, holes all over, but then, like, her mom walked in, and she was like, Mom! She was, like, somehow still fucking alive, and it was so fucking stupid. There was nothing like that in this movie. it felt more grounded in the fact that the kills felt more sadistic than, I mean, obviously the second one was really sadistic, but in this one they were like slower with how they did it. They would like kind of twist a knife, or they would like kind of just revel in it. They would revel in a kill. Art just kind of laughed at people in the second one. He just thought it was fun. Art was a little more blood. I don't know what I'm saying. He's always been bloodthirsty, but you guys get what I mean. The kills were a little not as over the top. But another thing is also the main character. She kind of has a little thing going on about how I'm pretty sure that like she's a warrior chosen by heaven. Like heaven chose her to be like a demon killer. I think like that's the vibe they're going for. And like Art is like a demon, you know? I think he like, I don't know what is he like. I think he's like a fear demon or something. Like he can, like he's the Terrifier. So like he feeds off people's terror, I assume, is like what they're going for, which is a cool idea. I mean, I assumed he wasn't human because I mean, like he fucking I mean, he like got his head chopped off and he fucking survived, and then like his like the girl in the end of the second movie fucking birthed his head. So like obviously he's not human. So I think it makes sense that he's a demon. And one thing I also have a gripe with, there's not as many Art antics. There's not as many antics. I mean, obviously he gets up to antics. He pretends to be a mall Santa, and he fucking murders children. Which, also, real quick, people saying that, oh, this is too far. Slashers back then didn't murder children. Bullshit. 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 Freddy fucking killed children. I mean, I guess they didn't show it on screen, but I mean, they didn't really show it on screen in this one either. I mean, yeah, there was gore, but they didn't show him killing them. Like, still, Freddy literally murdered children. He was a child murderer. That's why the fucking entire town ganged up on him to, like, burn him alive, because he killed children. Freddy absolutely would murder a child again. Like, come on now. And the other killers, they're, like, indifferent about it. They just be like, yeah, sure, I'll kill them, why not? They're serial killers. Serial killers don't give a shit about the age of the people killed, but whatever, I'm going on a rant. But, yeah. I really think that the Art antics in this one aren't as entertaining as the Art antics in the second movie, because he was just, like, so stupid in the second film that, like, he was really fun to watch, honestly. He was, obviously, I feel like, my opinion is that if you want to make a good slasher film, you gotta have a good slasher. It's literally the name of the franchise. Genre. It's the name of the genre. I don't know, there's probably a franchise out there called Slasher or whatever. But this film, I think, is just genuinely, it's missing something with Art. Because he's still good, and I think there is funny things that he does. Like, there's a scene where, like, not a scene, there's, like, a little gag they do at the end of the movie where, like, the main girl's, like, tied up in a chair. And, like, he passes by her a couple times, and every time he passes by her, he slaps her in the back of the head. I think it's really funny, because it's just, like, so stupid. And I want more, like, gags like that, because Art is, he's a clown, so obviously he's funny in his own demented way, you know, but obviously I really think that he should be more comedic. Like, he was kind of serious, as serious as Art can be. I mean, I think he was a little more serious than he was in the second one, because he made more serious faces. Because he does make a serious face sometimes, but not all the time. I'm getting off track. But anyway, all I'm saying is, I think Art should have done a little more, like, ridiculous stuff. Maybe not, as I said, maybe they didn't want to go over the top, they didn't need to, but I just really think Art is is a fun character, and I like to see him doing fun stuff. And also, as I said, Samantha, you know, I mentioned her at the beginning, her performance as, you know, this, like, possessed, like, disfigured girl who was the main character in the first movie, then she was disfigured, then she was in the second movie, then she got possessed by a demon, and now she's, like, killing people as an evil, like, possessed lady. And I think she did a really good performance. I think she was, like, Art kind of felt like when she, near the end of the movie, she kind of took center stage, because obviously Art can't talk, because he's a mime, so she kind of takes center stage to kind of give the exposition and kind of be the evil, maniacal villain that, like, laughs in the main character's face and taunts them. Because obviously, I mean, Art can taunt them, but he's, like, like, he can't talk, right? So he can't really, like, speak words to taunt them. So I do kind of like the idea that they had a main villain in this movie that actually could talk. And I also like how she just kind of looked like a female art at the end of the movie. I kind of like that. And also like how her disfigured face kind of looked like a morphed version of Art's face. I thought that was a kind of cool little detail. Especially, all the special effects were great. Like, especially, really, really well put together with that. And overall, I liked it. And would I recommend it? I mean, if you like the last two Terrifier films, I think you'd enjoy it. I really think you would. But if you're a little squeamish, if you're not really a fan of extreme cinema, if you're not really a fan of, like, kind of gore for the sake of gore movies, I really do not think this film would offer that much. I know a lot of people are complaining about it. Well, I don't have a problem with the gore. I can definitely see the perspective of people that don't like that kind of stuff. So if you're not into gratuitous violence, then this movie might not be for you. But with that being said, I think I'd rate this film a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it, I had fun with it, would recommend it for fans of Terrifier and extreme cinema, and yeah, think of something peace. So guys, hope you like this video, share, friends, subscribe, turn notifications on, comment down on what you liked it, but you guys know how it goes. I really said what I really meant to say. So if you guys hated this video, unsubscribe, dislike, don't you hate me in the comments. And I've been Runtime HD, and I forgot to wear my hat. And I've been Runtime HD. Off to spread Yuletide joy in the middle of October. I'm a fraud, guys. I forgot to wear my hat. I don't know where it went. I don't know. So, guys, you're not going to believe this, but I almost walked out of the movie. In the first 30 minutes of the film, I saw the most grisly sight my eyes could ever lie upon. And you know what that was? Chris Jericho. Disgusting. I nearly walked out of the film, but it's hard to watch sometimes. It's hard to watch. If you're not a wrestling fan, you don't understand, but if you are, you do. If you know, you know.